A really great senior day. We're not done. We're going to go back down there and enjoy the seniors while we have them a little bit longer for cake and pizza and hang out with their families, take some pictures. And so they've had a great year and just want to send them off in the way that they deserve. And today's game, I think our whole team rallied and played hard. And I think a lot of that was for their seniors.
Are you all that much better since the last time you played them?
No, no, they're going through some things as a team, and it's is what it is. But no, it's home environment was good, but that's not the same team we played whenever we played them.
I saw Tania Longhorn out there getting a couple big stops and a couple big baskets. Just how fun was it to see her out there, especially on senior night?
Yeah, it was great. She deserves that moment, and she's been getting more and more minutes here and there. And when she steps on the floor, she gives you something, and she's a player that everyone loves. And so when she goes in and she makes something happen, the bench goes crazy. And moments like that are always special and always fun.
Now, kind of a quick turnaround for you guys. You can enjoy it this weekend, but then you have the conference tournament already next week. Just, I guess, are you excited for that? And what's kind of the game plan as you guys head on?
Yeah, well, I didn't really get to talk to the team tonight. They're signing autographs still, which is great. It's phenomenal. But one thing I did want to tell them is, that this season is done. The regular season is over. They did what they needed to do. We accomplished that goal, and now we're getting into postseason play, which is a completely different animal. And it's really, really, really hard to beat teams 3 times in a short period of time in a different environment. And so it takes a completely different mindset, and we need to make sure that before Monday's practice we get in the correct mindset to play the second season.
Obviously, it will help you guys, though, that you're the 1 seed. I think you get 2 buys, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure so.
Yeah, I'm still learning all of this too, and so I think the brackets come out today or tomorrow, tonight, and so then I haven't even tried to look and do the math and see who just take care of business and let someone else tell me who we play, and so yeah, I think we get a double bye, which is really, really nice.
You scored as many points off turnovers as Georgia Southern scored points. You gotta be loving that.
Yeah, I think we did a good job defensively. I think we rebounded the ball very, very well. That was our focus coming into the game. That's the number 1 offensive rebounding team in the country. And so we talked a lot about we can't win our tournament if we can't rebound. And so that's a point of emphasis for us coming away from this game is they could rebound tonight, and we need to make sure that we continue to do that going forward.
And your balance, 13, 11, 10, you gotta be incredibly hard to prepare for, hard to guard.
Yeah, I mean, you don't ever really want to put 12 people on a scout. You don't really want to put 8 people on a scout. It's too many, and so it probably is very, very hard to get players to memorize the scout for that many people. But I've said from the very beginning we're a deep team, and they just continue to live up to that.
When you look at Abby and Bree and their development this year, like from that first practice, them trying to get, not only were they trying to get used to scheme and being the leaders of the team and setting the tone and the pace and things like that, but they were getting used to each other. How have you seen them grow together? Because it seems like whether they're on the court together or they're the 1-2 punch, they really feed off each other well.
Oh, absolutely. They like to play with each other. I think there's a significant amount of mutual respect there. Both Division II kids that are leading one of the top teams in our league right now. And so I think that there's a lot of respect in that. I think that that's something that they should both be incredibly proud of, that they came up a level and their numbers didn't drop and they're still performing. And I think that they are both small and mighty and fearless and love basketball and want to win. They have a lot in common. And I think when they're out there together, they're just quick and they're really hard to handle. You're right.
You've played for a championship before, as Bree. Is it any different mindset, or you just still have to keep doing what you do?
Your mindset needs to change going into the tournament. You need to have a different approach. You gotta find ways to enjoy it. You gotta find ways to celebrate it. You gotta find ways to be excited for every single moment because it could be your last. And so there's a definite sense of urgency, but you can't go in there with the weight of being number 1 on your back. You need to go in there and you need to be celebrate the bus ride on the way to the shoot around. You need to just enjoy your moments that you have with each other, and that's something that, again, we haven't discussed as a team yet, but we'll talk about it Monday, or I don't even know what day it is. We'll talk about it Sunday.
Did your rebounding improve over the year? I thought that maybe it had. You looked to me like you were getting more inside position, particularly on the defensive end.
Our last 3 games, we've been better on the boards. Yeah, and having Mahogany Matthews back helps. But yeah, we had a little skid there where we were horrible on the glass, and then we've gotten a little bit better the last 3 games.
Maturity, adjustments, coaching, combination of things?
Matchups, probably. Just our opponents probably is what it has the most to do with. We've played smaller teams.
Any further questions?
All right. Good luck in the tournament.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
2 Sunbelt Conference champions and celebrating Senior Day, Brianna Campbell, Abby Beeman. Fire off with questions.
Well, guys, how did that win feel today?
It felt great to, finish out the season strong. We know we have more to do, but it feels great.
Yeah, especially a statement win like that on a senior night. Do you think you sent the seniors out the right way, or you guys out the right way?
Yeah, I would say so. It's a good team win. I feel like it was a team effort, and that's, kind of what we're about. So it's kind of good to stick to our roots, especially on this special day.
Was it kind of insulting that some people thought, well, they might have a letdown after already clinching a championship?
People can think what they want to think. We're all entitled to, opinions and stuff like that. But what was most important was us coming and getting it done.
So how does it feel? You're both last time on this court.
Yeah, a lot of memories here. Try not to get emotional. But, yeah, it just feels good. The support we've had this year, it's second to none in my opinion. We played at a lot of the Sunbelt arenas and stuff, and I feel like we have the best fan base. So I'm very appreciative of that, and especially I feel like tonight may have been our biggest crowd. And on a senior day and a busy day at Marshall, it just shows you the loyalty that these people have and then the support we have.
Yeah, it was, it's tough not to get emotional and everything like that. It was great being here and having the opportunity to be here and play, at Marshall. It's been a great senior year, and I'm truly blessed to have played with the entire team and have great coaches and a great fan base, like Abby said.
Is there one memory that stands out above and beyond any other ones that you have? Or maybe 2 or 3?
For me, just, I guess because it's so fresh, but just like winning versus Georgia State and kind of clinching the championship for the regular season was special, just because something that this place hasn't seen in a while. Me personally, I've never had a team championship. I know it's a little different for Bree, so that was kind of special to me, and I don't know if it's because it's fresh or what, but that's something I'll always keep with me.
Yeah, I'd agree with Abby. Along with the championship, I think that all the practices and everything that led up to that, just being on this court with no one in here, but the team and everything that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? That's what's memorable to me, and that's what I value a lot.
Coach, you were really helpful.
Yeah, for sure. Came in here, turned this thing around, and she told us she would do everything she could to get us a championship, and she delivered.
Now, kind of a quick turnaround. You guys will be able to celebrate this weekend, but conference tournament already next week. Are you guys pretty excited to go down to Pensacola?
I believe we are. I think we're all looking forward to what's to come and, getting back to it and trying to fight for another championship.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. Quick turnaround, but this is what you work all preseason, all season for moments like these. So I think we're excited, and I think we've came too far not to be locked in.
This was the last one on the court here as a game. Take me back to that first practice whenever you all were going through it, and she was kind of setting the tone for what the expectation was. What was that like for everybody, and how far have y'all grown since that first practice?
I'll just say, we thought she was a little crazy. We're why is she doing all this? But she always reminded us that she had a purpose for it, and that we were going to thank her later for what she was doing in that moment. So, like I've said before, she kept her word, and she made us work for it. But you don't get anything without hard work. So I'm appreciative of it. It's taught me a lot. the first practice and then many more just like it. So, but we still got more to do, and I'm sure the practices this week won't be any different.
Yeah, Bree, you kind of knew what was coming going
Yeah.
into it. So
Yeah.
how did you help everybody adjust? Because, I mean, it can be a culture shock whenever you come into a system like that.
Yeah, you know, last year I felt like how they felt this year, like what is going on, you know. But knowing her history and everything, and just buying into, you know, what she was teaching, you know, we ended up getting far last year. So it was the same with this year. So, you know, I tried to encourage and, you know, tried to lead by example, you know, as best as I could, you know, in different ways, and just trying to stay focused, knowing that, you know, even though sometimes it's doubt, you know, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
For you two personally, you know, came from different schools, faced each other, you know, things like that. For you all to grow together and feed off each other, it seems like the energy came in waves, and both of you all were the starters of that. How have you all learned to play with each other and to be that 1-2 punch that everybody has really sort of looked to as the leaders of this team?
I'll say it's super easy to play with someone who's unselfish, and that's exactly what Bree is. I mean, I try to be the same way, just get everyone involved. So anytime I step on the court, I know we have each other's best intentions, and I think that goes for the whole team. Is we're not out really to get our own, but to get the win, because that's what matters. And whatever we got to do, whoever has to step up, I think that's what our team really focuses on, and I think we've done a better job as the year has went on of even doing that.
Yeah, I'd agree. Just the selflessness has been easy playing with Abby. So just when you're selfless, you're just playing basketball. And, you know, we know how to play basketball so a little bit. So it's nice to just be out there with, you know, someone that'll give you the ball. You give them the ball, and, you know, you just keep going and just out there playing, having fun.
Any basketball plans beyond an eventual end to your season?
That's a great question. That's something I still haven't figured out yet. So just keep on the lookout. I don't know yet.
Same for me. I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
Would you like to coach?
I think, yeah, I'm pretty passionate about the game. I don't know where, you know, I'll go in life after this, but I love basketball. I love sports, so it's definitely something I want to stay around.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, just watching basketball love the sport. So maybe one day, you know, coaching will be there for me.
All righty. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.